and then I'll pay for my food. I'll tip generously, and then I will also leave a $100 bill there, and I will tell the waitress, the waiter, the server, the bartender, the hostess, somebody, hey, I'm going to leave this $100 here. If somebody comes in and says, Dr. Taylor sent me, I want you to take this $100 and put it toward their tab. If nobody comes in, I want you to pocket it. So I do this podcast to help promote people in my community. I do the list to help promote businesses in my community. I do the Dr. Taylor sent me to help promote restaurants, small businesses, mom and pop shops in my community. And when I do these things, I post them on the profiles of the podcast or of the office. Now, I want you guys to gain benefit, especially from the podcast standpoint. I want you to gain a benefit from being on here. I want people to see it. I want people to know you. I want people to see you. I want people to like you. Welcome to DFW Grit. I'm Dr. James Taylor, and I'm your host, and this is more than just a podcast. We dive into the stories of the movers, the shakers, the small business owners, the entrepreneurs, right here in the DFW Metroplex. This is your home for authentic, real stories that prove what happens when you don't back down. Let's get to work. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of DFW Grit. As always, I am your host, Dr. James Taylor. Today we gotta get these chords right first. I'll tell you what, I am, what's the word I'm looking for? I've got a thing with chord management, but neither here nor there. Maybe kinda, especially if my chord management is effed with. So today I would like to cover what might be considered my plight, maybe even my villain origin story, i.e. this is a grind my gears episode. So a little bit of background. I do a lot of stuff on social media, and whether you want to believe it or not, I do a lot of stuff on social media for other people. Now, I will do this under the banner of DFW Grit. I will do this under the banner of Aspire Chiropractic. And then I will share this stuff as James Taylor. But so I do obviously the podcast. You're watching it, you're listening to it, you're taking it in some way, shape, or form. And if you've been following along for any length of time, you probably notice a pattern. It goes a solo episode, an interview episode, a solo episode, an interview episode. And those interviews are DFW related, right? They are people in and around here who own businesses, who are professionals, who are doing cool things. And I would like to give them a platform to tell people about the cool things that they do. In doing this, this thing is not monetized, okay? I make $0 for actually I give dollars away for this thing to happen. We bring them on, we do the interview, we put out the episode in its long format on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple, and then we take this long form and we make it into reels. We put that out on all the platforms. Not only that, we give the episodes to the people who are interviewed. Hey, here's your long format stuff. We set up the links to give them access to that. And then Sumo, after he makes the reels, he sends them the reels too. So, hey, here's some assets, as they're called, to use industry lingo. Here's some assets for you to promote yourself while we promote you also. From the chiropractic side, there are two things I do every single week. There is what's called the list. Side note, if you're in DFW, get on the list. And what it is, I go out to local businesses and I buy gift cards from them. And then I put them out on Monday and I say, hey, here's a $100 gift card to XYZ business. We're going to do a drawing on Friday. And if you're on the list, if you're on the email list for the list, that's how you get in the drawing. And we'll announce the winner every Friday. So I do that every single week. There's $100 a week. Also, from the chiropractic side, and I share this on the Grit stories also, every Friday, I go out to grab a bite to eat at a local business. Clearly, like I'm not going to fly to Ohio and not even just to eat, just for anything. I'm not going to Ohio, whatever. I go out, I grab a bite to eat. It's usually like a late lunch, and then I'll pay for my food. I'll tip generously. And then I will also leave a $100 bill there. And I will tell the waitress, the waiter, the server, the bartender, the hostess, somebody, hey, I'm going to leave this $100 here. If somebody comes in and says, Dr. Taylor sent me, I want you to take this $100 and put it toward their tab. If nobody comes in, I want you to pocket it. So I do this podcast to help promote people in my community. I do the list to help promote businesses in my community. I do the Dr. Taylor sent me to help promote restaurants, small businesses, mom and pop shops in my community. And when I do these things, I post them on the profiles of the podcast or of the office. Now, I want you guys to gain benefit, especially from the podcast standpoint. I want you to gain a benefit from being on here. I want people to see it. I want people to know you. I want people to see you. I want people to like you. So that's why we do this. This is a creative outlet for me. Same thing goes for the list. I want to drive people to your businesses. Same thing goes for Dr. Taylor sent me. I want to drive people towards your restaurants, because for all intents and purposes, if I give you $100 and you have like $100 runway, there's a really good chance that you're going to spend more than $100 at these establishments. So these establishments get more money. You get a good time. You get a good experience with very little financial commitment from you. So I do these things because I like to do them. And I do these things and I promote them underneath the various banners that I have, DFW Grit or Aspire Chiropractic. Enter the villain, the Facebook group admin. There has been no bigger bane of my existence in recent years than the Facebook admin. And so again, I need people to see you. I need people to see where I'm at. So I post this stuff online. Not only that, but I will share this in local groups. Why? To increase the reach. So more people see. So more people see you. So more people see the restaurants and the businesses. So more people notice. Now, again, I do this under the platforms that I have or under the banners that I have of Grit and Aspire. So I go to these Facebook groups, they're foodie groups, they're neighborhood groups, those kinds of things. And I will share them to get eyes on them, to get eyes on you. And full transparency, to get some eyes on me. But this is what I'm doing for you. And invariably, the post will get declined. The post will get deleted. The post will get turned off under the guise of this violates our promotion rules. For those of you listening, I just shot myself in the head. So it really grinds my gears, because all this is just a grasping of control. And I get it. I totally get it. Just because I get it doesn't mean I have to agree with it. But it is literally Karen Facebook lady or Chad Facebook guy have started this group. Why? Under the guise of promoting community. That's literally what I'm doing. I want to promote the community. And then they set these rules in place. We don't allow promotion. See, I understand that there are businesses out there, especially businesses that are starting. What do you want to do? You want to get as many people to see your stuff, your business, your service, your widget as possible. And there are people that will go out there and spam these groups. So there needs to be some kind of oversight. We'll have business Thursdays or whatever. But I'm posting this stuff on Facebook and on these different platforms. And I'm saying, hey, check out this developer. Because if James Taylor went on this Facebook group and said, hey, I went to XYZ restaurant and I had a great meal, you should go there, that post would slide. You let it go, it'd be cool. But if DFW Grit post, hey, you should use this, or I want you to hear about this contractor, Hell, if Spire Chiropractic goes, hey, here's $100 so you can go to this restaurant, it gets declined because of the promotion of Aspire Chiropractic. Now, Aspire Chiropractic isn't promoting itself. Aspire Chiropractic is promoting this little boutique. It's promoting this mom and pop Italian restaurant. I, as Aspire Chiropractic, go here and I liked it and I would like you to go here. How is that different than James Taylor went here and I would like you to go here? It is insane. And I do my best to not spam the groups. So I will literally, Dr. Taylor sent me, perfect example. I'll go on there, the groups that have allowed it, and I'll make one post and say, hey, I go out every Friday and I leave $100 tab. Where do you think I should go? And people fill the comments, which is awesome because it brings so many eyes to this one post with a whole bunch of options for people. And then the next week when I do it again, I don't make a new post. I simply put a comment on the original post to bring it back up to the top to get eyes on it again. I'm not spamming the group. I'm simply just making one more comment on there. And I literally had a woman, it's like Fort Worth Foodies or something. And she goes, we can't do contests because it is against federal SEC regulations. Bullshit. No, I've spoke with my attorney. Bullshit. You don't have an attorney. And it's still not against SEC regulations to post a drawing on Facebook that says, hey, if you go here, you could get $100 towards your meal. If you go here, if you sign up on this website or on this email list, you could win $100 toward a local business. No, it's not. It is insane. It is simply a grab at control. It is the personification of I have so little control in my own actual life away from this keyboard that once I stand or sit behind this keyboard, and then I get to decide who gets to play and who doesn't, who gets to participate and who doesn't. And it's every single week. I go out, because if you think about it, if we do $100 a week for the list, hey, here's $100 that I've spent at another business that I would love to give to you so you can go to that business and spend this $100 and potentially even spend more than $100. Put a little bit of your own coin in there. $100 a week, 52 weeks a year, $5,200. And then I do the same thing for Dr. Taylor Sent Me. $100 a week per restaurant, plus the cost of my own food. And again, I tip generously also, but let's just stick with the $100 I'm giving away. There's another $5,200. That's $10,400 a year in straight cash in non-write-offable marketing. I mean, there might be a way to write it off. I just don't. I pull the cash out of my pocket and I hand it to the person. And then I go, hey, Facebook, hey, group of people in and around my area, I found these things that you and I are both interested in. You and I both interested. You and I being me, clearly. You being the one who says that you want to help promote small businesses. The one who says that you want to help promote our local community. Cool, we're going after the same thing. I would like to use your group to help drive people toward the people you say you want to drive people to. Denied. Your post is denied for going against community standards and group rules. What was the rule? Promotion. Even with the podcast, all of this stuff literally costs me money. I don't get money by giving away food. I don't get money by giving away gift certificates to businesses. I don't get money by doing this podcast. But hey, I just did an episode with a guy here who's got this really cool plumbing company. Just getting off the ground. He just got his brick and mortar. I'd like you to check him out. Denied. Because it's promotion. You're promoting your podcast. Even if that's true. Because, technically, it is true. But it's not like I'm promoting it for monetary gain. I'm promoting my podcast because promoting my podcast helps me promote the plumber. Helps me promote the charcuterie board people. Helps me promote the contractor. Oh, helps me promote the bounce house kid. I just did an episode where It's going to come out later on down the road because I've got more interview episodes than I do solo episodes ready to go. But I just did an episode with this 4th grader who started his bounce house company. And there's a really good chance I'm going to share it and it's going to get declined in these Facebook groups because of promotion, because they think I'm promoting me. I'm not promoting Riot. Cool name, by the way. It is absolutely nuts. This is my villain origin story that I have to, I'm literally going, like, this makes me sound like a martyr, and that's not the intent, but I get that's kind of where it's going. But literally, like, I am going out of my way and out of my pocket to do something that I find fun and enjoyable and interesting to help separate the left side of my brain from the right side of my brain, or vice versa, from whatever I do week to week. And I have this lovely little opportunity to do so on this platform that I've created. And I would like to get more eyes on the cool people doing cool things in and around our community. And then somebody who started this group, who garnered a following, has so little control outside of their little corner of Facebook. They have so little control in the life beyond their keyboard that they will just on face value decline, because they think that in some way, shape, or form, and also, like, whether it's the chiropractic Aspire page or whether it's DFW Grit, I too am a small business. And this is an expense of the business. Hell, this podcast is an expense from Aspire Chiropractic. What's paying for the electricity to run all this stuff? I use these cameras to make my podcast videos and to make my YouTube Aspire videos. So again, this is all an expense. I'm doing this on my own time. This is a time cost. Declined. Why? Promotion. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Because, like, this is not, there's no money in this. Money is leaving this operation. But I'm getting goodwill. We can't have that. We can't have you getting goodwill. That's ridiculous. So, if I go down in a blaze of glory, it's because of Facebook admins. And it will be a blaze of glory. I will be glorious. Now, I don't know what that blaze looks like. Please don't assume that this is some predetermined, premeditated thing, whatever. Rough path to go down right there, given the current climate of the world we live in. But regardless, the Facebook admin is the bane of my existence. They literally make giving difficult. Because that's all this is. This is just a way for me to give. This is just a way for me to be creative. This is a way for me to promote and collaborate with other people. And man, the number one amongst this is like the North Richland Hills residence groups. You won't see me in there because I've been banned. Why? Because I shared a podcast of a guy he was a city council member. And like, this is political. No, this is just a city council member. I've had both sides of the aisle on here. Just it's absolutely wild to me. But regardless, man, between regardless and guys, those are apparently the buzzwords of today. So all that being said, to those of you liking this, listening to this, do me a favor. Share it. Share it on your own stuff. Share it on your own profiles, your own pages. Hell, share it in these groups where I have been unable to share. Because this is literally, this is a fun thing for me to do. Bringing attention to local businesses, bringing attention to local people doing awesome things. And oddly enough, it is surprisingly hard to do because of the quote unquote Facebook admin, because of the group participation rules. So thank you for watching another episode of DFW Grit. I ask ever so humbly that you like, that you share, and that you follow. Because by doing that, then, you know what? Here, I'll do this. Don't do it with the solo episodes. Don't share my solo stuff. Leave that on me. I want you to share all the stuff that has another business that's the center of it, that has another person that's the center of it. Share those interview episodes. Share the list for the local businesses that you know, like, and trust. Share that stuff as far and wide as you can, because it gets people in those places. It gets people to put eyes on those people. because I'm doing my best. And I'll tell you what, I'm fighting an uphill battle, but it's fun. And I'm not going to lie, the groups I've been kicked out of, it's because I don't handle arbitrary authority well. And I have no problem telling you that your rules are asinine and that you're a sad human being. But such is life. There's no depth to my shallowness. But I'm okay with that. It's got me this far. I'm going to keep going. So, once again, like, follow, and by all means, share the hell out of all this stuff, which is kind of interesting to say because I just told you don't share my, I mean, you can, but I just told you don't share my solo stuff, but maybe this is a solo one. I'll make an exception to the rule for this particular episode. Share this episode. Give those Facebook admins, specifically the one in DFW Foodies and whoever, I think, whatever, I don't remember her name. Not Fort Worth Foodies and North Richland Hills residence page. Those particular admins, F you. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. I wonder if I still got, yeah, whatever. Have a great weekend. Have a good mosh pitting, if you will. Another episode, DFW Grit. I'll catch you guys next time. Take her easy. Bye.